Hi there, good evening. It is Friday night and it is time for the action at the Online Darts Live League. Live arrows this evening coming to you live on Sporty Stuff TV. I'm Chris Murphy talking you through it, and there are 3 places left up for grabs at finals night tomorrow. 3 of them already taken. The first by Robert Thornton, who topped Group A earlier this week. The Thorn winning 9 out of his 10 matches in that group, dominating proceedings on Tuesday and Wednesday and seeing off competition from the likes of Robert Owen and Gavin Carlin, who are in action tonight. Adam Smith-Neale and Darren Penhall, along with Chris Gilliland, dropped into Group C. And that group was concluded this afternoon. And the winner of Group C was Josh Richardson. Richardson got exactly the same record as Thornton. 9 wins out of 10. Excellent stuff from him. Darren Penhall going through with him. We said goodbye to Smith-Neale, Gilliland, Burgoyne and Sean Fisher. So Group B, which got underway yesterday evening, featuring the 1983 world champion Keith Deller. Well, Deller didn't win a match, bottom of the table. It's tough for him to qualify now, almost impossible, I'd say. Rob Collins as well, facing an uphill climb with just that victory over Keith. But Robert Owen, Lee Evans and Gavin Carlin all sharing the top 3 spots with 3 wins apiece last night. Brilliant stuff from them. And it is Lee Evans, one of the league leaders, that is going to get the action underway against a legend that is Keith Deller. So let's get the party started. It's Tungsten time here at the Live League. And there is Deller, looking for his first win, having failed to find one yesterday. Showed a few glimpses of what he's still got in the locker. A couple of 180s in his opening match. He was unlucky not to get to a last leg decider in one of his games. Lee Evans looking in a good place, along with the other 2 I mentioned, on 6 points. Owen and Carlin. And Deller, the man who claimed glory almost 4 decades ago now. 62 years of age.
First leg is for you to throw first. Game on.
And his key reason for being here is to get a bit of practice, a bit of match practice for the seniors tournaments. He's back in action in July at the World Seniors Match Play. That's
26.
taking place at the Bonus Arena in Hull. And tickets are available for that tournament. Should just make you aware of things going on
100
in darts as well, away from the Live League, because that World Seniors qualifier for that match play event takes place this weekend.
57.
But this evening there has been a flyer event, a little warm up for the qualifier, and it was won by Vince Tipple. Tipple
100
toppled Andy Jenkins in the final with a 90 average, so well done to Vince winning his first World Seniors event. And the qualifiers will take place in Reading over the course of the weekend. And of course the PDC
60.
Nordic Masters started this evening, and all of the key protagonists got safely through, including former
100
Live League Champions Week runner-up Fallon Sherrock, who defeated Darius Labanauskas 6-1. Another famous victory for Fallon Sherrock. Well done to her. Well, that brings you up to date with what's going on away from the Live League, and attention now can turn to it. The race to join Thornton, Richardson and Penhall at finals night tomorrow.
24.
Rob Collins really needs to win all 4 of his matches to qualify. Keith Deller would have to do that to have any chance.
96.
Just 1 more win, you would think, for Evans, Owen and Carlin would be enough to see them through.
60. Lead your car 122.
And of course, they've all got to play each other, so somebody is going to get at least 1 more win tonight. Well, Deller may have a chance here, but this is still on. 60, it's gone now.
74.
Hope somebody's
Keith
got a nice
Ricard,
damp cloth for that
170.
dartboard after it. Both of these players are users of the chalk. You can see Della's darts there caked in
Lee
it.
Ricard, 48.
And that was a bad miss, that first one. Missing the big number, not giving himself a chance to finish. And a disgruntled Della mutters away to himself in the background there.
Getting shot on the
And
first
Lee
leg.
Evans.
Lee Evans.
Didn't mean to hit the double 16, but he did mean to hit the double 8. And he gets the first leg in this match.
Second leg, Keith to throw first. Game on.
When the pair met last night, it was the last match of the night.
140.
And it went the way of Evans, who, as I mentioned, won 3 of his 4 matches.
$96.
Won that one 4-2 against Della, only losing to Gavin Carlin 4-3 earlier in the evening.
58. $60. 40.
Well, a 140 to start the leg from Della.
180.
But then a 58 and a 48 allows Evans back into it, and a maximum really sees him jump all over the opportunity.
99.
Good stuff, though, to leave a finish.
$95. Keith Ricard, 164. $56. Lee Ricard, 70.
And double 8. We'll see Evans double his lead. Double 4 will do that now. And he does do that.
Second leg, Lee Evans.
And it looks like it's going a similar way tonight as it did for Keith Della last night. Struggling at the live league and finds himself 2-0 behind against Evans in his opener this evening.
Game on.
He's a crafty old operator, isn't he, Keith? Tried to get an extra throw in there. Has just been broken.
100.
You have to admire him, or I certainly do, for putting himself through this in order to try and sharpen up his game
98.
for the seniors. He really wants to go and be more competitive in those events and maybe even win one of those titles. We saw him reach the quarterfinals at the Lakeside, having lost in his opening match at the
60.
World Seniors Championship.
$100.
And the draw has already been done for the match play. Della will face the Order of Merit leader in the preliminary round in Hull. And that was Richie Howson going into the
99.
Masters. The man who beat him at the Lakeside.
60.
And the winner of that game to take on Peter Everson. Robert Thornton, who is already in the final.
58.
Finals night here at the Online Darts Live League. Is the World Seniors champion and is in that tournament as well. Will take on Tony O'Shea or a qualifier after that prelim match.
100. Keith Ricard, 146.
146 then the target for Della here. Beyond him, and the game seems to be beyond him.
58.
will be as
The
good as
Uruguay
if Evans
81.
cleans up the 81.
$55.
But a chance
Uruguay
for
88.
Della to break back. Give himself at least a dart at the bullseye by hitting a single 18. He does that. It is the bull. It's in the bull for Keith Della. Delightful darts for the former world champion, almost 4 decades on from that glory. He beds the bull to break and gets himself a real highlight for the highlight reel.
First, game on.
What a moment. What a man. And it's game on in the evening's opener
81.
here at the Live League.
$180.
But Evans shows Keith what he's up against, opening with a maximum, his second
95.
of the match. Rapid response from Lee Evans,
78.
who's hit 6 trebles in his first 6 darts.
60.
Well, I tell you what, Della's not out of this leg yet, despite the opening 180
29.
from Lee Evans. If Della can score 95 or more here, he'll be down to a finish, and he should do at least that now. He's going to do better than that. Oh, that is absolutely sublime from Keith Della. A 171. And he's actually making a real game of this. Look at the change in demeanour in the background. It's gone from
Keith Uruguay 94.
self-condemnation to self-confidence. Look at the confidence. And look at that checkout. A 94 to follow the 88. And Keith Della is back in business. 2-2.
Fifth leg lead to throw first. Game on.
Remember, Evans opened that leg with the maximum against the throat. And Della kept fighting, and that's what he was showing last night. Moments of
44.
doggedness and tungsten tenacity. And here he goes again.
136.
Well, hadn't seen this coming from Keith Della, I have to admit, based on what we saw last night. I did think that he might settle down a little bit more this evening, but it didn't look like he had
83
in the first couple of legs in this match. But he's moved his average into the mid to high 80s now. And has a higher average than his opponent. Didn't do that in any of his games last night.
83.
And this is that practice game that we were talking about. And this kind of level certainly would be competitive
93.
in those World Seniors events.
$96.
The final of the World Seniors Masters was won by David Cameron with an 86.04 average. Keith Della here is averaging 87.16.
$49.
Maybe the plan is working. Maybe he is going to get himself sharper for his trip to Hull. And Della could give him hell in Hull. If he plays like this, he's giving Evans hell here.
100.
It was oh so good for Evans at the start of the match. But devilish darts from Della has seen him fight his way back into it.
93. Leader car 1.
The 88 bullseye checkout, the 171 setup, the 94 finish that followed it. But a bullseye here would see Evans move back ahead. He can't find it. And now there's an opportunity for the first time for Keith Della in Life at the Live League to go ahead by winning 3 legs.
36.
And he's missed 2 darts.
Leader
Just
car
can't
25.
get past that hurdle at the moment. Lost 3 of his 4 matches 4-2 yesterday. The other one 4-1. Missed ample opportunities to get to a 3rd leg. You can see him seething behind the hockey there. Della shakes his head.
17.
But he does come back.
You require 8.
He does come back. It's double 4. Big moment. Big darts.
On the 5th leg.
And Della is in front. For the first time at the Live League, he gets himself to 3 legs, and he is 1 away from victory here against the excellent operator that is Lee Evans. Is this the moment?
Like Keith to throw first. Game on.
Is this the leg?
$60.
And in the greater context of things, it just opens up the group a little bit. With one of those 3 players on 6 points losing straight away. And if Rob Collins then beats Robert Owen in the next match, and Della can get the better of Gavin Carlin, all of a sudden,
57.
You've got 3 on 6, 2 on 4, and it's totally game on. When it looked like going into the night, it was a foregone conclusion which 3 would advance.
78.
But Della has upped his level. And from 2-0 down, he levelled the match, and now he leads the match. The question is, can he win the match?
115. 140. 140.
Well, this really is top tungsten tossing from Keith Della.
180.
His first max of the match comes at the perfect moment. It sets up an opportunity to win. He did hit a 171 earlier to leave a 94 checkout, which he duly completed. But this is for a 14 dart hold, a 180, followed by the finish, and Della has done it. The world champion of 39 years ago has come to the Live League and shown he has still got what it takes to win matches. He picks up his first win, getting the better of Lee Evans with a 4-leg surge, having lost the first 2 in that match. 50% success on the doubles, a 180 and a 171 in there for Keith Della, and that brilliant clinical 94 finish as he went on that 4-leg run to pick up his first points. It's delight for Della at the start of the evening, and it does open up the group a little bit. Robert Owen against Rob Collins next, and Collins will be looking to pick up his 2nd win of the week. That's coming up in a few minutes' time. So Della has done it. The old dog showed he had fight in him last night, and it's paid off this evening. A comeback win for Keith Della, 4-2, from 2-0 behind against Lee Evans to pick up a couple of points and go level with Rob Collins. And Collins is in action now against Robert Owen. There is the man of steel, Rob Collins, who only beat Della yesterday, lost to Owen Evans and Gavin Carlin. Owen, like Evans, won 3 of his 4 matches and sits joint top of the table and can do his hopes of qualifying for finals night a huge boost here if he can get the better of Collins for the second night on the spin. The man from Bognor Regis, a former winner on the Challenge Tour, didn't show his best stuff last night, was erratic at times.
First leg, it's Robert to throw first. Game on.
Gets his nickname from the fact that he's a steel erector by trade.
$81.
And he does do the day job and then come and play at night. Hard not to feel a bit of fatigue doing a physically demanding job like that and then coming at 10 o'clock to start chucking arrows. Credit to him.
100.
We have seen some good stuff from him at the Live League in the months that have passed. We've seen some excellent stuff from Robert Owen, though. The winner of one of the phases already this year. Also, high enough on the Challenge Tour that he will be heading to Niedenhausen next week to compete on the professional tour. Has been invited to participate in the 2 Players' Championship events over there.
59.
But he's staying away from home before then. Unfortunately, his wife Robin has got COVID.
49.
So we'll be isolating away from Rob. All of us here wish you a speedy recovery, Robin. Get well soon. I'm sure you'll be cheering Rob on and watching this evening.
60. $26.
Maybe he can produce some delightful darts to cheer Robin up. Well, that's not one of them.
81. $121. Robert, you require 120.
And nor is that. It denies him the chance to complete this leg.
44. Rob, you require 85.
Well, that's a dodgy one from Collins. Needs treble 17. It's in and out. A bit of bad luck there. Must
53.
have caught the
Robert, you require 76.
around the edge of the treble. Leaves double 16 anyway. But Owen should get a chance. And does get a dart at double top.
36.
It's over the top.
Rob, you require 32.
And he could be broken in the opening leg.
Game shot on the first leg. Rob Collins.
And Rob Collins takes advantage of a slow start from Robert Owen. No, a slow start from the pair of them, really. But Collins cashes in, breaks a throw, and leads 1-0.
Second leg, Rob to throw first. Game on.
This could be a really intriguing start to the evening. I was considering it a bit of a foregone conclusion that Evans, Owen, and Carlin had as good as already advanced to finals night.
60.
All of them on 6 points, with Collins on 2 and Della on none. But suddenly, 2 of those could still be on 6. Collins could be on 4, and Della could join him. He plays Gavin Carlin in the next match.
140. $60. $100. $68.
Owen, though, here has worked himself into a position to break straight back. by virtue of scoring 240 with his first 6 starts.
22.
The darts 7, 8 and 9 misbehave.
100.
Colin's clearly not happy with how he's throwing. Neither man has managed to find their level yet.
121.
But the match may be level in a few moments' time as Owen gets himself down to a 3-figure outshot, requiring a treble, single and double.
77. Robert, you require 118.
$18 and tops.
Game shot on the
nicely
second
done
leg.
from Robert Owen.
Owen.
That may well settle down stack attack. A clinical kill of 118, and he breaks back and levels up at 1-1.
Third leg, Robert to throw first. Game on. $81. 140. 100. 131. 140.
It was a thumping 4-1 win for Owen when the pair met towards the end of last night. A 109 checkout in there, 4 out of 7 on the doubles.
100.
And he seems to have found his feet in this match. Collins, though, will get the opportunity
140.
for a third straight breaker throw in it. And he throws for 130. Needs to hunt down that treble. And he does so for the bull.
86.
Well, you know what?
Robert,
I did think
40.
before he threw that dart, why has he not walked back to his original starting point? Throwing from an unusual angle for him makes it less likely for him to hit the bull. The dart dangling over the double makes it less likely for Robert Owen to locate it.
No score. Robert, you require 44.
Well, that's a problem going high on tops for a man called Stack Attack. He clips the target. Collins clips the wire.
24.
And then gets nowhere
Robert,
near.
you require 40.
That one's far enough out of the way. That one has caused him a problem again. It's like darting deja vu all over again. Just throw it as hard as you can. Try and knock them out and see what happens, Robert.
No score. Robert, you require 20.
But it's more misses
No score.
for the man
Robert,
of steel who fails
40.
to steal the leg. Robert Owen would be well advised that if he misses, to miss low. And he does. Almost like he's gone 20 for double 10
shot
there.
on the third leg. Robert Owen.
And it pays off in the end. He finds the clear bed that he left himself by missing inside rather than over the double top. And he gets on top in the match. 2-1.
Fourth leg, Rob to throw first. Game on. $125. 123.
If you are just joining us, it's been an interesting start to the
66.
evening. Keith Deller getting his first win at the Live League, having lost all 4 of his matches on debut last night. He's come back from 2-0 behind to beat Lee Evans with an average of almost 86.
60.
A 180 and a 171 in there, and hit half of his attempts at double. Still fight in the old dog Deller.
140. 140.
would have
Robbie
left the
O'Connor,
Deller,
170.
but he filled it up. But instead, Collins has 6 starts from 170. Go on, go for it. Would have been a tungsten treat.
139.
We saw it this afternoon when Josh Richardson netted the big fish.
$31. Robbie O'Connor, 31.
Double 12 the choice.
Game shot on the
And he
fourth
nails
leg.
it
Rob Collins.
to level up the match. All square after 4 in this one. Some faffing around on the doubles in the game, but it is 2-2. Owen has the darts in
It's
leg
like
5.
Robert to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, 8 darts missed by Owen on the outer ring, and 9 at double missed by Collins.
95.
Many of those by blocking tops for stack attack. A couple of legs ago.
59. 100. 76. 96. 100. 140. 54. Robert, you acquire 70.
20 then for tops.
$30.
The problem with missing there is that he's coming back with 3 darts at tops, and he could find himself in the same trouble that he had a couple of legs ago.
140.
If
Robert,
he plants
you
one right on the
40.
wire and it dangles over the double, there could be trouble ahead. That's not too bad. Can go to the left. That is bad. And that is the problem. And it just keeps happening. Well, you're going to have to throw it, Robert. I know you don't want to, and I know you think there's probably no point. If this goes in, it will be the best dart of the evening.
Game shot
What
on
a
the
dart
fifth
that
leg.
is.
Robert Owen.
Nudged it out of the way, Robert Owen. Well, he had plenty of practice on that shot, but that is a wonder dart. Look at that. Get out of the way. Let me in.
6 leg Rob.
Outstanding from Owen, who leads 3-2.
100. 140.
Looks like he will pull away now and will become the league leader. If he wins one more leg, it'll be 8 points.
180.
But Rob Collins refusing to give up the fight. The 180 keeps him in the contest.
121.
Actually, the only one we've had in this
82.
affair so far.
Rob Uquar, 139.
So 57 for starters. Now a choice between treble 14 and the bull. Went for the former, 17 to leave tops. To hope
99.
to hit that when he
Robert
comes back.
Uquar, 140. Robert Uquar, 40. Getting shot on
And he
the
does hit
sixth
that.
leg, Rob Collins.
And he does force a last leg decider in this second match of the night. And what an important leg this could be. Owen has the darts.
Seventh and final leg, Robert to throw first.
But if Collins can break, then it changes everything in the group. From a group that looked like
140.
3 horses were galloping clear and qualifying for the final furlong tomorrow. All of a sudden,
42.
the two that had mares at the back yesterday have come marauding forward. Put themselves in the picture.
121.
Keith Deller picking up his first 2 points. Rob Collins here looking to pick up his second couple of points, but it's looking less likely to happen after Owen's found a couple of 2 treble turns and
78.
Collins has only managed to muster up 120 in his first 2 visits.
100. 140. Robert Uquar, 140.
Another would have left double 10.
100.
In the end, he leaves that double top again. Well, can he avoid drama on the double this time around? Just about every time he's gone for it in this
97.
match.
Robert Uquar,
He's
40.
put a dart above it. He's blocked it. He's missed it plenty. He found a way through last time. But this time it's straight in. And it is a story of double top drama for Robert Owen in that match. And fittingly, it's a double he hits to win the match. Doing so in a last leg decider. Lots of doubles missed between the pair of them. 9 for Collins, 10 for Owen. Many of those at tops by blocking it. But he gets over the line, gets the win, and moves clear at the top of the table. Keith Deller picked up his first points in the live league a game ago, and he is back to see if he can double his tally when he faces Gavin Carlin after the break. welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, live here on Sporty Stuff TV. I'm Chris Murphy, talking you through the evening's action, and we're into Game 3 of the 10 we're bringing you this evening. And the game features that Della fella again, Keith Della, who won his first match of the night, his first match at the Live League, 4-2 over Lee Evans. A decent performance from Keith, an 86 average, a 180, a 171, a 94 checkout for the 1983 world champion. He's looking to chalk up another win against a Derry darter that is Gavin the Cannon Carlin.
First leg is Keith to throw first.
Who led the league table overnight on leg difference from Lee Evans and Robert Owen. Evans dropped by Della in the opening bout of the night, but Owen getting the better of Rob Collins to go
140
clear at the top of the table. Gavin Carlin looking to join him on 8 points. Della looking to put himself in contention all of a sudden.
96.
And the pair met yesterday. It was a 4-1 win for Carlin. Towards the end of the evening.
66. $100. $85. $100.
But it may well be a different Keith Della now. He's got a win under his belt. Can Keith get his teeth into another?
145.
Well, that's good stuff. Was trying to leave tops, but did the next best thing.
$135. Keith requires 65.
He'll want another 25 here to get to the top of the shop. Well, that's okay. 20. And then the double.
25.
But now has to
Gavin
rely
requires 70.
on Carlin not capitalising. One dart at the same target. But he finds
the
it.
first leg. Gavin Carlin.
And he breaks the Della throw in the opening leg of the match. Carlin clinches the opener by cleaning up that 70.
Second leg, Gavin to throw first. Game on.
After Della had missed a dart at tops to hold.
121. $42. $100. $95.
Well, he might have to do exactly what he did in the previous match if he's going to pick up points here, Keith Della, because Carlin is on course to going 2-0 up, just as Lee Evans did in the first fight of the night.
59. $128. $41. Gavin Newcar 56.
16 and tops for Carlin to double his advantage. Double 10.
46.
Well, how Della wishes he'd done that in the previous leg. Not in any position to do a thing about it. Can't do a thing about it here, Keith Della. All he can do is sit and hope.
81.
And he hasn't
Gavin
really
Newcar
hit.
10.
Gavin Carlin has.
Leg. Gavin Carlin.
Double 5 doubles the lead in this match for the Derry darter Gavin Carlin. And Keith Della will have to do what he did in the last match.
They'd like Keith to throw first. Game on.
Came from 2-0 down to beat Lee Evans.
42.
But there you see huge disparity in standard in the first two legs. And it's no wonder that Carlin has a two-leg lead, though it could have been one apiece.
45. 100. 180.
And the first 180 of the match goes the way of the Northern Irishman, for whom it's all going
131.
very well for so far.
$180.
The second 180 goes to the Northern Irishman, who it's all going exceedingly well for so far in this one. 105.53 the average
40.
now.
Gavin
For
Carlin,
Carlin,
96.
who's looking for an 11-dart leg. Double 8 will give him a dozen darter.
88.
Not quite, but again, Della outside finishing range.
39. Gavin Carlin, 8. Game shot
And
on the
it's
third leg.
3-0
Gavin Carlin.
to Gavin Carlin. A double breaker throw, coasting towards victory and regaining the top spot in the group. 3-0 and one away from the
Gavin
win.
to throw first.
One
Game
away
on.
from getting his points tally up to 8. Same as Robert Owen, but he will have a better leg
92.
difference than Stack Attack.
$83. 140.
And it would mean that when Carlin and Owen meet in Game 5 tonight, that whoever wins that match will, at that point, confirm qualification
60.
for finals night, or maybe even before. If Rob Collins loses out to Lee Evans in the match that follows this, then that will mean
59.
that he won't be able to catch that pair.
60. 130.
Well, not a lot that
78.
Keith could have done
Gavin
in this
Carlin,
match. He played
80.
much better in the first one, but Carlin averaging 103.07 and looking to finish with an 80 finish.
Game
And he
shot
does
on the
exactly
match.
that for a
Gavin
whitewash
Carlin.
win. 102, just short of the average in the end, 101.9. An 80 checkout following the 70 from the previous leg. 4 out of 7 on the doubles there for Gavin Carlin, and a 4-0 success against Keith Della, who just couldn't do a thing about that powerful performance from the Derry darter, who moves on to 8 points, goes level with Robert Owen at the top of the table, leads the league on leg difference, and has one foot firmly planted in finals night. The action continues in 3 minutes' time. Stay with us. Welcome back. The action continues with Lee Evans against Rob Collins here live on Sporty Stuff TV. It is Group B at the Online Darts Live League. And let me put you in the picture. A win here for Lee Evans would resolve the qualification matters in this group after just 4 matches of the 10 this evening. Keith Della's defeat to Gavin Carlin means that he can't catch Carlin or Owen, who beat Collins earlier in the evening, despite Della getting the better of Evans in the opening encounter of the night. And if Collins loses this, he too will not be able to catch that pair, nor Lee Evans, who will then be on 8. So it will mean that after 4 games,
First flag is Rob
the top
to throw
3
first.
are already through.
Game on.
And we can all have the rest of the night off. If only. Hey, of course we'll fulfill the fixtures for your entertainment. Maybe it's wrong
44.
that there's a little part of me that wants Rob Collins to win the match. I'm usually so impartial, but it would just make it a little bit more interesting, wouldn't it? Keep the hopes of himself and Keith Della alive. But like I said, if Evans wins, well, it will be a record at the Live League. It will be the earliest that qualification matters have ever been decided. After just 14 games in a group, 4 on the second night. Players have been through at this point, but never all 3 of them.
140.
And Evans did get the better of Collins convincingly last night, a 4-2 success. An average of almost 95 for Lee in that one, and he hit 4 out of 6 of his double attempts. So a similar performance is what he'll be wishing for here, and he's already taken the darts in the first leg.
140. 76. Lee, you require 141.
2 visits to clean up 141.
$64. 96. Lee, you require 77.
And we'll get at least 1 dart double here. In fact, he'll get 2. Only needs 1 though, and Lee Evans leads the match. Breaks the throw in the opening leg with that neat and tidy 77 kill.
Second leg, Lee to throw first.
Looking good for Lee Evans. An immediate break. And after losing that opener in a shock defeat, it has to be said, to Keith Della, Evans has started this match as he means to go on.
96.
And we could see the result that qualifies him, Robert Owen and Gavin Carlin.
93.
All with matches to spare.
60. 48. 140. 140. 41. 60. Lee, you require 164.
So to double his lead, choices of the route. Could be a pair of 57s, and it looks like that is the intention. There's one of them. Can't find the next one, but a pair of 60s needed.
84. Robbie
Robbie Collins to get a dart at the top of the board. That won't help.
78. Will you require 80?
Tidying up from Rob Collins with that last dart, but it is 60. Bad dart from Lee Evans as well. He will leave tops.
25.
He won't leave tops.
Robbie
A force
require
field
82.
around that 20 at the moment, it seems. Can Rob Collins force parity in the match? 17 for the bull.
57.
But he can't bag the bull.
55.
Lee Evans really should have more than 2 darts at double here. No guarantee he'll get that. Wayward with 2 of his last 3 single attempts. Chooses double 18. But he
37.
can't find it.
Rob, you require 25.
Scrappy stuff at the back end of leg 2.
Game shot on the
double
second
2.
leg. Rob Collins.
Wins leg 2 for Rob Collins, the man of steel. Really pinched that one. Lee Evans making a mess towards the end of the leg. And Collins breaks back.
Third leg, Rob to throw first. Game on. $100. 57. 60. 100.
A reminder, Collins must win this match to remain in contention.
100.
He would close the gap on Lee Evans to just 2 points, but if Evans wins it,
100.
he'll be 6 clear, and that would be an unassailable margin for either Collins or Keith Dellett.
131.
Well, that's nicely timed.
180. Rob, you require 110.
Very nicely timed indeed. The first of the match to pile pressure on this 110. Not sure about going for the ball with 2 darts in hand there. Didn't give himself the best opportunity, Rob
54.
Collins. And Lee Evans,
you
in
require
turn,
64.
has an opportunity for a third straight breaker throw in this crucial contest. The 180 set up the shot. And the
Game shot on the third leg.
is
Lee
completed
Evans.
by Evans. The 64 combination to break for the second time in the match and lead 2-1 and put himself in pole position once again.
Fourth leg lead to throw first. Game on. $85. 123. 134. 23. 86. 89.
'Again, the approach play
140.
is magnificent from Lee Evans.
$99. Lee, you require 56.
180 to leave the leg winning 64 in the last leg, and a 140 to leave 56 in this. And he cleans that up as well, and Evans is one away from a win that would complete qualification matters here at the Live League in Group B tonight. One more leg for Lee, and he will go through alongside Robert Owen
Rob to throw
and
first.
Gavin Carlin, sending Collins crashing out and taking Della down with him.
100.
Robert Thornton, Josh Richardson, Darren Penhall, and the top trio from this group will contest finals night tomorrow, 10 PM live here on Sporty Stuff TV.
97.
And it could be the earliest that that finals night group has ever been confirmed.
180.
But Rob Collins might have a thing or two to say about that yet.
180.
But Evans responds to Collins's first max of the match with his second.
57.
And we'll still be looking to get the job done in this leg now. Well, now we'll have to find a treble. 19 will be the target here. Gets the treble. And he gets it again.
119. Rob Ducar, 164.
Good recovery that. And there may be no recovery for Rob Collins in this match, and if there isn't,
64.
there won't be any recovery for him
105.
in the group. Match point, 105 to win. Treble 15. Couldn't be found, so last chance saloon
47.
for Rob Collins here.
Rob Ducar, 100.
And he went for the tops.
40.
Couldn't find it.
58.
So tops for Lee Evans.
Game
And
shot
double
on the
10
match,
does
Lee
it.
Evans.
And that is it. Finals night qualification is complete. Evans advances alongside Owen and Carlin. Collins crashes out, as does Della. And that is why a 4-1 win for Lee Evans over Rob Collins, averaging 93 in the process. Some decent finishing in there from Lee as well. And it means that his lead is unassailable. Collins can't catch him, neither can Keith Della, as he moves up the table onto 8 points alongside Gavin Carlin and Robert Owen, and they will be the top trio in Group 3. They've all advanced to finals night after just 4 games played this evening. It is the earliest that qualification has ever been completed at the Live League, but we will fulfill the fixtures for your entertainment, so don't go anywhere. More darts coming next. Well, everything is sorted. It's all signed, sealed and delivered here at the Live League. The top 3 in this group have qualified now for finals night. 6 matches, though, still left to play. Look, there's no point me being here. I'm just going to let you watch them and leave. So I'll catch you later. Enjoy the rest of the action. If only it was that easy, eh? I'll talk you through it for the rest of the night. Don't worry. Chris Murphy here for your entertainment. But the qualification has been completed. As you can see there, Gavin Carlin, Lee Evans and Robert Owen all through. Can't be caught by Rob Collins or
Game on.
Keith Deller. So playing for places to see who finishes
140.
where in the group. Carlin and Owen doing battle now to see who goes into top spot outright.
43. 140. 100. 49.
'When they met last night, it went the way of Owen. Last leg decider.
78.
Sorted the destiny of the darts match. A match which saw both players miss an enormous amount of doubles.
132.
24 between them. And we saw Robert Owen miss 10 darts at double in his last match against Rob Collins, which he did win 4-3.
60. Gavin Carlin.
A lot of them
40.
at tops when he'd left a dart dangling over the double. No
He
problem
in, the first
in
leg.
that
Gavin
department
Carlin.
for Gavin Carlin. The dart straight in tops. The way his darts stand, if it did go above, it would be a perfect guide. Not the case for Owen, but a cause for celebration for Carlin, who takes the first leg.
Robert to throw first. Game on
that target. And it's a very nice 13 darter to start this encounter.
60. 140. 60. 60. 100. 28.
Rob gives himself a little telling off
39.
after a wayward dart, and Carlin could be cruising in a moment or two.
45. 140. 48. Robert your car 102.
Double 16, great dart at the ball, great dart at the double, and Robert Owen levels the match with that fabulous 102 finish. Bullseye and D16
like Gavin to throw first. Game on.
I said how many darts they missed at double. Well, both players have found their first attempt in this match.
85.
Like Sid Waddell once brilliantly paraphrased the Beatles, didn't he? Yesterday, all my doubles seem so far away.
60.
Well, now it looks as if they're here to stay.
180.
And the scoring ain't bad either.
$96.
Not bad at all. Back-to-back 180s from Gavin Carlin. Great leg of darts from the Derryman.
140. Gavin Carlin 56.
It's good. Two 180s. Then he cleans up the 56 for a dozen dart leg. Really good stuff from Carlin there to get the advantage back in this encounter. 2-1.
Fourth leg, Robert to throw first. Game on. $140. $140. $140. $140. $100.
Well, the run of 140s ends with the rubbish 100 from Robert Owen. What are you playing at, pal?
93. Robert Carlin
140 shared between them at the start of this leg. But the 1-2-1 is very much on.
107. Gavin Carlin 128.
128. Treble 18 needed. Now can't go out, so Owen will return for the double 7.
$32. Robert Carlin 14. Game showing the fourth leg. Robert Owen
to square up the match at 2-2. Good leg of darts from the pair of them, but Owen, having missed the double 14 at the end of the 1-2-1 combo, sticks in the double 7 and restores parity.
Fifth leg, Gavin to throw first. Game on.
In this battle, it went the distance when they met yesterday. It could well do so again tonight.
85. $81. $60. $140.
Good chance to break here, unless Carlin can hit big.
140.
Does enough to keep his nose in front.
60. $97. $140. Gavin Carlin 119.
19. 60. Can't be found, so Robert
99.
Owen
Robert
has
80.
the chance to break. And 80 is a nice finish for him, because he can just land one below double top and then throw one in it.
40.
But he throws one
Gavin
over it, which has
20.
been a problem for him this evening. And Carlin steps forward, looking at double 10 and nailing double
Game
10
shot on the fifth leg. Gavin
to
Carlin
regain the lead in the tie. 3-2 now to Northern Ireland's Gavin Carlin, who is one away from the win, but it may well go the distance just like it did last night.
Sixth leg, Robert to throw first.
Owen
Game
throwing
on.
first in leg 6.
140. 59. 140. 180.
Well, we do get to hear that iconic call of Paul Hinks here at the Live League. Like music to the ears of any darts player or
60.
fan, isn't it? Go on, Gavin. Make Paul call it again.
125. Robert, you can't 161.
Almost on cue.
65. Gavin, you can't
Good thinking, taking off
137.
the 5 points there. That's the difference between a 2-darter and a 3-darter.
115. Robert, you can't 96.
Inadvertent hit of double 18 there, meant to hit the single. It's 60 for 36 for Robert Owen. He might go double-double. Well, he wanted the double and hit the single.
22.
The reverse of what Carlin did with the previous visit to leave the dodgy double 11, which he now has to hit a 3 for double 4
18.
to
Robert,
finish,
you can't 40.
and he can't do. So it's double top. Right, don't go over the top because it's caused you problems all
He shot
evening.
on the sixth
That's
leg,
perfect.
Robert Owen.
That's level. And for the second time in as many nights, we have a last leg decider between Gavin Carlin and Robert Owen.
Seventh and final leg. Gavin to throw first. Game on.
Last night it went the way of Owen. He did have the darts in it. Tonight Carlin's got the darts in it. It's a decent darting ding-dong as well.
57.
Both players averaging in the 90s and deserve heaps of praise for that. 3 180s for Derry's Gavin Carlin.
140.
Davin Darlin.
25.
The door is open here for Owen. And he's going through it.
100.
Just a ton. He could have done a little more damage. But Carlin is collapsing.
61.
And it's looking like the same result as last night. 4-3 in Owen's favour. Won his first match of tonight, 4-3 as well, beating Rob Collins.
60. 98. 140.
Collins will be in action next against Keith Della, who got his first win at the Live League in the first match of the night.
100. Robert Yokar, 61.
But Owen here looking to get his second win of the night. 4-3 against Collins. 54 remaining. Double top to make it 4-3 against Carlin.
Game
And just like last night, Owen gets it done in a last leg decider. Gavin Carlin looks at him with a wry smile as if to say, go away. He can't get the better of him. Nothing between them in the averages, but again, it's a 4-3 win for Robert Owen. The difference was in the doubling. 4 out of 6 for Stack Attack, who also produced the highest checkout in the match of 102. And that win takes him clear at the top of the table. And the action continues in a few minutes' time as the two eliminated players go head-to-head, Rob Collins and Keith Della. So 5 games still left to go in Group B on Friday night here at the Live League. We know that the 3 players at the top of the tree have already qualified, Evans, Owen and Carlin. The other 2 players are about to do battle now, though. It's Rob Collins up against the legend that is Keith Della. The pair of them battling it out in the basement. Rob Collins and his fellow cellar dweller Della, both stuck on 2 points and can't catch Evans, Carlin or Owen, who's top of the tree on 10. Della, though, did beat Lee Evans earlier in the evening to pick up his first win at the Live League. And he's looking for his second here against the inconsistent Rob Collins, who went down 4-3.
First leg is Keith to throw first.
To Robert Owen in his
game on.
Opening match of the night.
$77. 100. 100. 83. 140.
Della making the most of the running in the opening leg.
140. 60. 138. Keith Ricard, 124.
54. Would have given him a dart at the bull.
44. Rob Uruguay, 40.
But the salt in the wound shot, 138, has teed up tops for Rob Collins.
Game shot on the first leg.
And he
Rob
lands
Collins.
tops to break the Della throw in the opening leg. Collins has the early advantage in this basement battle at the Live League.
Second leg, Rob to throw first. Game on. 60. 100. 100. 82. 40. 95. 85.
Della's best chance of winning yesterday really came against Rob Collins. He missed an opportunity to get to a last leg decider, but he put that right tonight with that early win over Evans.
57. 140. Keith Ricard, 167. 96. Robbie O'Quar, 76.
16 for tops for Rob Collins.
36.
It's over the top.
Keith requires
So
71.
Della has the chance to settle the score, to level the match, to break back. Great dart. Great finish.
Game shot on the second leg. Keith Della.
Delightful darts from Della. 71 combination. Clinically killed. And it's all square.
Third leg, Keith to throw first. Game on. $100. $42. $58. $85. $48. $81. $43.
Well, let's have a bit of engagement with the audience as qualification is complete already in this group. Let us know what you think of the Keith Della return at Darts Live League on social media. Let's give the social media admin some work to do. Give us your honest assessment on Della's darts here at the Live League. As Collins here looks to complete 113 combination.
93.
Can't do it. But consider the context. Keith Della hasn't really come here expecting anything, expecting to qualify for finals night or pick up that many wins. What he has done, he's come here to get himself battle hardened, to get himself ready for the World Seniors match play.
On the third leg.
And I think
Rob Collins.
It's a good move. But let us know what you think, as Rob Collins takes a third leg in that one. You see the social media handle in the bottom corner of your screen there at Darts Live League.
Fourth leg, Rob to throw first. Game on.
Give us your thoughts. What other legends would you like to see at the Live League? Live on Sporty Stuff TV.
$99. $121. $136.
But we jest that the matches are meaningless. No darts match is ever meaningless for the players involved. Always want to win and leave with more credit, and nobody wants to finish bottom of the pile. And the top three still jostling for position. Where they finish in the group will determine where 96. They play tomorrow in which group. For those who are not familiar with the Saturday night format, it is slightly different at the Live League. 2 groups of 3, round robin, and then semis.
81. Keith Lucar 170. $84. Rob Lucar 99.
The ice cream shot then here for Rob Collins, 99. And now for some toppings. Couldn't
59.
Find the strawberry
Keith
sauce.
86.
82 now for Keith Della. Should be treble 14. Don't go for the bull, Keith. Did the right thing.
38.
Couldn't execute the outshot.
40.
And Collins can claim the leg on tops.
Game shot on the fourth leg. Rob Collins.
And that's what he does. 3-1 now to Rob Collins, who's one away from getting revenge on Keith Della.
Fifth leg, Keith to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about either.
81.
Collins, of course, getting his only win against Della, not the other way around. I do apologise, we all make mistakes.
95.
Della claiming his only win tonight, of course, against Lee Evans in the opening encounter of the evening. But Evans has
85.
beaten Collins to get himself safely through to finals night alongside Robert Owen and Gavin Carlin. And it will be Carlin and Evans in the next match
59.
before Owen meets Della in his last appearance of the night. Before Collins clashes with
42.
Carlin and Evans and Owen do battle in the last match. We'll be on air until around 1 AM and then back Saturday night for finals night at 10 PM with that trio I mentioned. Evans,
100.
Owen and Carlin, plus Darren Pennell, Josh Richardson and the World Seniors champion Robert Thornton. That's the level that Della is trying to reach.
57. $140. 41. Robbie O'Carr, 107.
I think the intention for Keith Della was to win a game tonight, having lost all four, and he did that in game one.
Game shot and
But
the
he
match.
might not win
Rob
another
Collins.
one because Rob Collins has completed a convincing win, a 4-1 success for the Man of Steel, who proved too tough for Keith Della to tackle. There is the story of the match. A big disparity in the averages. Just one dart at double for Keith Della, which he hit for a 71 combination checkout. That was superseded by the match-winning 107 for Rob Collins, who averaged 93.61 and wins for the second time, both of those victories coming against Della himself. Well, the action continues in 3 minutes' time, and it is a meeting between Gavin Carlin and Lee Evans. 4 games left to play then here live on Sporty Stuff TV at the Online Darts Live League in Group B. And the first of them is Gavin Carlin against Lee Evans. Both of these men already safely through to finals night. Can't be caught by Collins or Della. And the winner of this match will join Robert Owen at 10 points at the top of the table. It's those 3 jostling for position now to decide who plays in what group at finals night tomorrow. 2 groups of 3 round robin, semis, 3rd place playoff and a final, with the winner of that 3rd place playoff and the 2 finalists going through to Champions Week. It will be those 3, Owen, Carlin and Evans, along with Robert Thornton, Josh Richardson and Darren Penhall, who've advanced from the other groups that have been played out this week.
Looks like it's Gavin to throw first. Game on.
And when this pair met last night, it went the way of Carlin in a last leg decider.
140.
Keith Della will make his final appearance at the Live League for now in the next match against Robert Owen.
140.
And then Carlin returns to take on Collins before Evans ends the evening against Owen.
131. 44. 51. 41. 100.
'How about this for a bit of showmanship? 1 in a 60. Drop the dart. But the point of that, Lee, was so you put the next one in the 60.
Gavin Newcross 79.
Let me down. 66 remaining. Went for the bull. 41 left.
39.
Tops when he comes back. It's been a decent night for Gavin Carlin. Has won 7 of the 11 legs that he's
41.
played.
Gavin Newcross 40.
But unfortunately, the 4 that he lost were all in the same match. Going down 4-3 to Robert Owen.
Game shot on the first
Finds
leg.
Tops,
Gavin
though,
Carlin
to take the lead in this match, holding his throw in the first leg here against Lee Evans, who has the darts in leg 2.
Second leg leader throw first. Game on.
The match they played yesterday was played at a high standard. Carlin averaged 95.91 in that 4-3 success, and he won the match with a fabulous 141 checkout.
57. 99. 58. 140. 180. 134.
180 from Lee doesn't even really get him in the picture.
134.
But a 134 in
Carl,
response
128.
to the same score from his opponent does. However, 60 for the bull would have ended Evans' chance in this leg.
63.
But he should now get a
Leader
dart at
car
double.
72.
Another one of those to go for tops.
32.
But it's slightly over the top,
Gavin
and it's a
Carlin,
chance for Carlin
65.
to steal a march in the match. 25. Yes. 40. No. 20.
55.
Also
Leader
no.
car 40.
So the opportunity to break missed, and Evans usually pretty accurate on this target. Usually.
Game shot on the
And
second
he
leg.
gets there
Lee
at the
Evans.
third attempt in this leg to win the leg. And Evans levels the match at 1 apiece.
Third leg, Gavin to throw first. Game on. $95.
He had a 40% success rate on tops yesterday. I feel like he hits it with more regularity than that, Lee Evans.
134.
In 2022 at the Live League, his double top hitting
180.
is slightly better than that, 42.39%.
96.
But the 180 from Carlin makes him the aggressor in leg 3.
180.
And he goes back to back.
$58. Gavin Carlin 46.
11 dart chance here for the delightful darter from
Game
Derry.
shot on the third leg. Gavin
Carlin
Carlin.
does go out in 11. Back-to-back 180s. And made the 46 finish.
Fourth
Look
leg
like
leader
shelling
throw
peas.
first. Game on.
What does shelling peas look like? He made it look like something easy
39.
anyway. You get where I was going with that. 24 points better off in the average after 3 legs. 104 Carlin,
100.
80 Evans.
$134. 100. 60. 93. 101. 44. Leader car 167. 139. Gavin Carlin 164.
How about this for a party piece finish? The bull
139.
finds
Leader
the green,
car 28.
but not the hole. And Evans has the opportunity to square up the tie at 2-2. Double 14 to do so. In it goes.
Game shot on the fourth leg.
And it
Lee
is
Evans.
all square after 4. Carlin has the darts in the 5th leg, having just missed the bullseye to go 3-1 ahead at the end of that fabulous
Gavin to
164
throw
attempt.
first. Game on. $61.
It is his debut week at the Live League this week, Gavin Carlin. So a good effort to get through to finals night, the first time of asking.
91. 180.
He's now fighting 3 maximums in this match.
180.
Evans has managed 2 himself.
$140. 44. Gavin Carlin 120. Game shot on the 5th leg.
Beautiful from Gavin Carlin. A picture-perfect finish. A leg that included a maximum from Carlin, his 3rd of the match. And then a 120 checkout to complete a 12 darter and to take his average up to as high as 105. The highest we've seen from him this week so far is 95.91.
$140. 81. 68.
Highest we've ever seen from him anywhere in any match is 108.11. That was
40.
At a European Tour qualifier against Patrick Linsky in 2019.
85.
But well on course to post his best ever live league average and maybe one of his top 5 all-time averages. Anything above 102.5 would get him in the top 5 of personal bests.
$100. 100.
And he's going to come back needing 108 to wrap up the win.
$96. Gavin Carlin 108.
Treble, single, double. It's good. It's good. It's not just good. It's Carlin who wins 4-2 and produces an average of 104.86. Brilliant stuff from Gavin Carlin, the highest average he's produced in his debut week at the Live League. There you see the stats, just short of 105. Hit half of his double attempts, managed 3 180s and a 120 checkout as well. One of 2 ton-topping finishers. An absolutely dazzling display from the Derry darter. Great stuff from Carlin. He goes top of the table, level on points with Robert Owen, who is in action next against Keith Deller in his final fling at the Live League for this week. Welcome back. 3 games still to go here at the Online Darts Live League in Group B tonight, and it is the last dance for Della, who's about to face Robert Owen. Unfortunately, it has been Della, the cellar dweller. He's been bottom of the table throughout the week, didn't win any matches last night, but did manage to get his first win at the Live League this evening when he beat Lee Evans in the opening encounter of this evening's action. Robert Owen safely through alongside Evans and Gavin Carlin, playing now to finish top of the table, and a win here would take him there. 2 points ahead of Carlin, who has just beaten Evans with a brilliant display. His best performance so far at the Live League. So will Della get another win in his final fling at the Live League for now, or will Owen carry on up to the top of the table?
First leg is Robert to throw first. Game on.
We are about to find out. And when the pair met yesterday, it went the way of Owen.
121.
He averaged 103.26 in a 4-2 success against Keith. That was his first match at the Live League, and he didn't disgrace himself by any stretch of the imagination. Hit both of his attempts at double, including a 107 combination finish.
$59.
Hit a couple of maximums as well. One of the stars of the World Seniors
43.
Tour now, Keith Della, as is the man with the mic in his hand, Paul Hinks. An established, esteemed official, one of the leading referees for decades.
100.
Still at the top of his game, and it's great to have him here at the Live League. Sometimes the unsung heroes.
81.
Worthy of a mention. I know that Keith is looking at the last 2 nights in a philosophical fashion.
44.
Passed him in the corridor earlier when I was trying to escape and get home once all the qualification was settled, but I was forced back into my chair. And Keith just said, well, at least
96.
I've won 1. At least it's not 8-0 in terms of defeat. So that really was a target for Keith after losing all his games yesterday. Has found it tough going, but the point is for him to be battle ready for the seniors match play in Hull next month. Tickets available from the Bonus Arena Hull website.
128. Robert, you require 40.
And Robert Owen warming up for a trip to the Pro Tour events in Germany, where he's been invited as one of the top Challenge Tour players midweek next week.
30.
But he's a bit cold at the start of this
53.
match. Can Keith capitalise? The doubles have really been his strength for me.
33.
But
Robert,
as I say that, he fails to find either tops or tens. Owen can't find fives, and now he's looking at double 1. Which he
Game in the
pins.
first leg. Robert Owen.
He was quite close to being in the treble 20 there when he hit that treble 1. But he did hit it, and he did hit double 1. And maybe gets away with 1 there, but leads 1-0.
Second leg, Keith to throw first. Game on. 41. 40. 60.
Interesting fact about Keith Della. How about this one?
140.
There is a film based on a novel by Martin Amis called London Fields, and it has in it a character
99.
called Keith Talent. And Amis himself says that that character
100.
is based on Keith Della. Made into a film that stars, well, Jim Sturgis plays Keith
84.
Talent in the film, effectively playing Keith Della. and it resulted in Johnny Depp spending time with Bobby George. Depp makes a cameo in the film, and they decided to send him to see Bobby George to get himself into character as a darts player.
42. Robert, your car 41.
Keith Deller needs to get into character as a darts player at some point in this match because Robert Owen is running away with it. It's a breaker throw and a two-leg cushion for stack attack.
Third leg Robert to throw first.
Deller has his work cut out, but I will remind you he did find himself in this position in the opening match of the night and came back to win 4-2 against Lee Evans.
$140. 41. 60. 95. 180.
Brilliant from Owen. Second max of the match to get himself down to 1-2-1 after just 9 darts.
24. Robert Yukar 121.
There goes the one.
26. 80. Robert Yukar 95. Game shot on
Clinical
the third
kill
leg. Robert Owen.
of the two darter, 57 for 38, and a 3-leg lead for Robert Owen now. It would be a sorry way for Deller to bow out. Deserves better than a whitewash defeat.
To throw first.
So we'll be determined to get this leg on the board.
$100. $180.
But that's just become more difficult because Robert Owen has rattled in maximum number 3.
93.
Well, it'll be interesting to get Keith's assessment on how he thinks the last 2 nights have gone. Whether or not the plan has worked, whether he feels more ready for a tilt at a seniors title after mixing it with these men at the Live League. A tough school. And full credit to him for putting himself into the battle. It's always easy to sit in the cheap seats and criticise.
87.
But it is the man
42.
in the arena who is daring greatly.
41.
And Deller has shown the courage to do that.
$81. Robert Yukar 134.
Not the critic who counts, as the famous quote goes.
60. Keith Yukar 87.
The credit belongs to the man who's actually in the arena. And Deller has put himself
62.
there.
Robert Yukar 74.
A man who does know the triumphs of high achievement, but can also deal with defeats.
49. Key through car 25.
He may avoid the whitewash. Keith Della. He was beaten 4-0 by Gavin Carlin earlier this evening.
No score.
But he's busted
Robert
his
your car
score.
25.
And it could be a second legless showing from Della. But he certainly hasn't been toothless.
17. Key through car 25.
Surely a final opportunity. Double 4. And he finds it, and Keith Della refuses to be whitewashed in his last match of the night. He gets a leg on the board. Robert Owen missing opportunities to inflict that bagel.
Leg Robert to throw first.
Della bites back.
$85. 58. $100. 96. 95. 137. 140. 96. Robert Yoka 81.
Well, he leaves a chance just in case Owen doesn't complete this combo. 114. And it's only a dart at the bull for Robert Owen.
56. Keith Rukar 114.
Della may yet have designs on another comeback win. Can't complete the finish now, though.
$44. Robert Yoka 25.
Double 4 to finish things off.
Shot on the match.
And Robert Owen completes a 4-1 victory against Keith Della, who came here to the Live League this week to sharpen himself up for the battle at the World Seniors Match Play next month. And he's got one win under his belt. Disappointing way for it to end for Keith, averaging just over 70 in a 4-1 defeat to Robert Owen. But I think if he does see it as a failure, at least he failed by daring greatly. And I actually don't think he'll reflect on it that way. I think that Keith Della will look at it and think, you know what, he's a bit more battle-hardened and a bit more ready for what lies ahead at the seniors. But what lies ahead for Robert Owen is a place in finals night tomorrow, and he does have one more match tonight, the last one against Lee Evans. Before that, it's Collins against Carlin. That's coming up next. Welcome back to the action. The penultimate match of Group B is about to get underway, and it's a clash between Collins and Carlin. Here is the league table. Keith Della on debut at the Live League, finishing bottom, but he did get a victory against Lee Evans earlier in the evening. Rob Collins just above him. Evans going through alongside Carlin, who is the chaser of the top of the table. Robert Owen looking to join him on 12 points.
First leg, it's Rob to throw first. Game on.
A man who also made his debut at the Live League this week, and he's been delightful, the Derry Darter, in qualifying for finals night.
100. 42. 85. 45.
Some really decent displays, none more so than the last one when he produced his highest average
81.
so far at the Live League. Carlin in that 4-2 victory over Lee Evans, 104.86. His highest average at the Live League and his third highest average on record. Only a Players' Championship win against Devon Peterson last year
65.
when he averaged 106.18, and a Euro Tour qualifier performance with 108 average. Bettered what he did
100. Rob your car,
half an hour ago.
170. 105. 40. Robert, you require 65. 'Game shot on the first leg, Rob Collins.
Collins, though, claims the first leg. That's how he did it. 65, he was looking for the 25, hit the ball, but then cleaned up the remainder with 7-4-4.
100. 140. 58. 180. 65. 60. 81. Rob your car, 121.
Well, he's going for the 25 again. He's failed to find it by going inside the ball. Now he's failed to find it by going outside the 25.
83.
Hasn't caused him any problems. Gavin Carlin having a bit of a nightmare in this match so far. He's gone from the absolutely stunning sublime
96. Rob your car, 38.
to the rather disappointing ridiculous. Collins miscounted with his previous visit. He wasn't sure
6.
that he'd left himself
Gavin your car,
38.
101.
Still looks confused, Rob Collins.
26.
But he did score
Rob your car,
83 from
32.
1-2-1. Decided to split anyway, so now it is double 16. Oh, he's found the wrong bed, double 9.
23.
And he can't put it right, and
Gavin
Carlin
your car,
might get away in
75.
here. Should get at least a dart. It's the wrong double, double 11, but he
Game
pins
shot
it.
on the second leg.
Didn't
Gavin
mean to hit the
Carlin.
double 18, was looking for the single, but rescued the shot. There is the recovery.
Third leg, Rob to throw first. Game on.
Carlin levels the match.
$100. $135. $100. $140. $125. $96. $60. Right, Gavin, you car 130.
A 1 treble 20 required, but that's become very difficult.
47. Rob your car 116.
For Collins to get back in front. 60 for double 18. Not to be.
60. Gavin, your car 83.
Treble 17, the first port of call here. Well, that's okay. 16s. And now the bullseye.
58. Rob your car 56.
16 for tops for Rob Collins. But he can't find it. There are some frailties from Collins on the outer ring here. That's now 7 darts he's missed at double in this match.
Game shot
Gavin Carlin
Gavin
capitalises once again. He made a slow start to the game, but Collins has let him in, and he's crept in front at 2-1 with a break to boot.
Fourth leg, Gavin to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, you see, despite the inferior average, some 30 points less
134.
than the performance level he produced in his previous match.
$100. $140. $41. $100. $140. Gavin your car 127. $55. $75. Gavin your car 72.
And it's all going. Carlin's way right now.
52. Rob your car 145.
That would have been a
125.
stunning supersized finish
20.
for Rob Collins, and maybe just what he needed to G himself up again. We know he's bowing out this evening, but he wants to end on a high.
15.
And he
Rob
might
your
still
car
get the
20.
chance. A break back in his sights. Can't get any closer without going in.
10. Gavin your car 5.
But it's not in. And it's just not been his night, not been his couple of nights, has it, Rob Collins?
Game shot on the fourth
Gavin
leg.
Carlin
Gavin
once
Carlin.
again is the man that makes it count, finding double one. to move 2 legs clear and 1 away from a victory that would see him go joint top of the table.
5th leg, Rob to throw first. Game on. $60. 140. 28. 41. 180.
And a parting shot from Rob Collins, his second 180 of this contest. And it may turn into something more.
137. 99. 100. Rob your car. 134. 94. Gavin Newcar,
Well, it
83.
leaves tops, but has to hope Carlin doesn't clean this up. 16. Double 9. And no
Game
ignored
shot
from
and
Rob
the match.
Collins as
Gavin
Carlin
Carlin
claims the contest. A 4-1 success for Gavin Carlin, who goes joint top of the table alongside Robert Owen. We say goodbye to Rob Collins for this phase of the Live League. He won't make it through to finals night, and he bows out with a 4-1 defeat at the hands of Gavin Carlin, who produced some excellent finishing, 4 out of 10 on the doubles, an 83 checkout to win the match, and he's joint top of the table with Robert Owen, but Owen can claim top spot if he wins his final match against fellow qualifier Lee Evans. Stay with us for that. welcome back. Last match of the session here at the Live League, the last game before the finals night action Saturday here on Sporty Stuff TV from 10 p.m. And all that's left to settle is who finishes top of the table. Will it be Gavin Carlin? It will, if Lee Evans can beat Robert Owen here, or will it be Owen himself who can finish top of the pile with a win? And he has been excellent this evening, win all 3 of his matches, giving his wife Robin something to smile about, laid up at home with COVID. Wanted me to pass on his best wishes.
First flag is leader throw
Hopefully
first.
some cheer from his performances here. I'm a poet and I don't know it. Or maybe I do know it. Let's try one, shall we? Let's have some fun. There was a Welsh fella called Owen.
95.
At darts, he was good at throwing. And on this Friday night, he has been a delight. And to finals night, he is going. It's okay, isn't it? What do you reckon? 6 out of 10?
180.
Well, 3 out of 3 for Robert Owen. And I'm really hoping he doesn't hit a 9-darter here, because if he does, that lousy limerick will be shared across social media. Oh dear.
135.
Phew. Back to the darts.
60. 93. 57. 58. 84. Leader car 120. 80. Robert Eurocard 120. 60. Lead require 40.
Top Zen for Lee Evans. 10 Zen for Lee Evans.
30.
Maybe a little
Robert,
tenth
you require
from Lee
60.
Evans.
Game shot on the first
And
leg.
Robert Owen takes advantage. Pinning tops to break in the opening leg of the closing clash of the evening's action. Will it be 4 out of 4 for the Welshman?
Second leg, Robert to throw first. Game on. $85.
Reminder, do join us on Saturday,
58.
10 p.m. for finals night. The winner will transfer £2,000. The winner, runner-up and third place playoff winner will progress to finals night at the end of this phase. And I can confirm 4 of the positions
60.
in the groups. So Group 1 will feature Robert Thornton, who won Group A, and Darren Penhall, the runner-up in Group C. And whoever finishes second in this group, so it will be
43.
either Owen or Carlin, depending on the result of this match. Group 2 will be Josh Richardson and Lee Evans, and then the other player, the winner of this group.
140.
So second place in Group B going into Group 1, the winner of Group B going into Group 2. And that will be Owen if he wins this game. Round robin format on Saturday nights, all playing each other,
45.
and then the semis, third place playoff and the final. Do join us live here on Sporty Stuff TV at 10 when it's time to sign the cheques.
140.
And start to fill the field for Champions Week. Robert Owen already a Champions Week winner in 2022. And he'll be heading over to Niedenhausen for the Pro Tour events in Germany. High up enough on the Challenge Tour Order of Merit to be able to make up the numbers there. And he might do more than that if he's going there with confidence. A double top here will give him more of it.
56.
Yeah, I'll be heading over there myself, so you'll be spared. My annoying antics next week. Paul Nicholson
59.
will be in the hot
Robert
seat.
your car 20. Game shot on the second
And
leg.
it's hot
Robert
stuff
Owen.
from Robert Owen this evening, on course to make it a clean sweep of wins and do what both Josh Richardson and Robert Thornton have done actually,
Third leg leader throw
which
first.
is win
Game
their
on.
groups, losing only one match in the process.
41. $100. $83. $140. $140. $100. $57. Robert your car 161.
$54 would have given him a dart at the bullseye, wanting to treat us at the end of the evening. Remember, this is a night where the qualification was complete earlier than it's ever happened
93.
before the Live League. After just 4 matches this evening, we knew which 3 players were going through from Group B to complete the finals night lineup.
60. Robert
And
your
these are
car
2 of them.
68.
But Robert Owen, far the superior performer. He's overcome all challengers so far tonight. But he doesn't like that. Does not like that one bit.
36.
You can't really see from the
Leader
angle
car
that we can,
120.
because it comes from the left and can be a little bit deceiving. But the flight must have been blocking the double there from his view.
$56. Robert your car 32.
Well, no blocker this time. And it's
Game
straight
shot
in
on
the
third
beds.
leg. Robert
And
Owen.
Robert Owen is 1 leg away from overcoming Evans here in the curtain closing clash in Group B. And the win would see him top the
Fourth
table.
leg Robert to throw first. Game on.
There you see the difference in standard. The far superior slinger.
100.
The stack attack has been great tonight.
$100. 40. 44.
Evans hasn't been exceptional this evening. His night started with defeat against Keith Della. He did beat Rob Collins, but then has lost
140.
to Gavin Carlin and is on the brink of a defeat to Owen here. So we'll certainly need to up his game on Saturday.
180.
Do a bit more of that. He looked like he heard me then, responding. Only judging you by your own standards, Lee.
140.
But Stack Attack has been the standard setter this evening, no doubt about that. Demonic darts at times from Robert Owen as Evans finally finds it in this match.
Robert, you
can't say that a 180 followed by a 137 to leave tops is too little, but it's probably too late for Lee Evans. As Owen takes aim at the bull.
56.
Can't quite find it.
Lee,
or maybe it's not too
40.
late. Maybe this is the first step on the 1,000-mile journey. At least he's got a chance to take that step. Well, after a slight stumble,
the fourth leg, Lee Evans.
Evans does march forward and he does stay in the match, avoiding being bageled at the end of the night by Robert Owen. And it is a break of throw as well. 3-1 though to Stack Attack.
Fifth leg, Lee to throw first. Game on. $60. 60. 91. 60. 100. 121.
Well, it puts him back in the picture in this fifth leg. But Evans has found something from somewhere after a really slow start to this last match of the night.
140.
Owen really needs to match that. Minimum requirement is now to find 2 treble 20s. That's not going to happen.
95. Lee, you require 110.
Doesn't manage to leave a finish, so 6 starts from here for Lee Evans, and he needs them.
78. 95. Leader car 32.
Double 16 to close the gap that was 3 legs to 1 leg.
Game shot on the 5th leg. Lee Evans.
And it is a 6 leg now in this match. Robert Owen one away though from the win and has
6
darts
leg Robert to throw first.
in
Game
this
on.
6 leg. But Evans has really upped his game.
$58. 44. 83. $140. 100.
Can he get the job done here, Rob? Owen?
60.
As he looks to complete an awesome foursome.
$140. 134. Robert, your car 120. 80.
But it's over the top.
Your car
And it's still on the comeback. The great escape for Lee Evans.
$69. Robert, your car 40.
But he finally gets the job done. Owen over the line. He's overcome all opponents this evening, ending with a win against Lee Evans by 4 legs to 2. And he makes it a clean sweep here in the final night of Group B action. 4 out of 8, 50% success rate on the doubles, 91.93 the average. It's been a really decent night of darts for Robert Owen, and it sees him top the Group B table. He will play on finals night tomorrow alongside Gavin Carlin and Lee Evans to advance with him. We say goodbye to Rob Collins and Keith Deller, who certainly had their moments at the Live League this week, but it is Owen, Carlin and Evans along with Robert Thornton, Josh Richardson and Darren Pennall at finals night, where £2,000 will be dished out to the winner and the top 3 will make it through to Champions Week. The action at finals night is on air at 10 p.m. Saturday evening, live here on Sporty Stuff TV. Join us then.